Hey growing people, welcome to the kitchen. Today I've got lots of avocado seeds. Pitted a bunch of avocados because I froze them so I can keep them in the freezer for smoothies and other recipes. So I've got all these pits and I'm not going to throw them out like I have been doing. I'm going to try and see if I can sprout these in a different method than the ones that I'm doing outside. So if you followed my previous video, I took the seeds and I just planted them in soil. And these I'm going to try and use the water method, and I'm going to put them in a cup and just set them in water and see if they start growing sprouts from the bottom of the seed. So that is what I'm doing today. Simple method. I've got some toothpicks and I've got my seeds and a cup and water, and that is all I'm going to need. So what we want to do is have the seeds sit about a third of the way in water. We don't want the water to be covering the top. We don't want to drown the seed. We just want the seed to be sitting in the cup in water, only about up to a third of it. And that should give it enough so that roots start growing from the bottom. So that is what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna choose a beautiful seed. I've got a lot to choose from. So maybe I'll go with the one that I'm holding. Looks pretty nice, right? So I'm gonna choose this one. I'm gonna get my toothpicks and just poke them in here, and that will hopefully keep them suspended above the water enough so that it won't be drowned in the cup. All right, so I'm gonna poke it right about almost in the center. I'm just gonna put a couple of toothpicks, just enough to give it some support. And hopefully this works. I know this is an experiment that kids usually do in like elementary school. We didn't do this in my elementary school. But this is how I'm gonna do it. And it's gonna sit on the cup just like that. Just want it to come up to about a third. And that looks about right. You can see that it's not covering too much of the seed. So this is my first cup, and I'm gonna write today's date on it because I do not know how long this process is gonna take. Okay, so that's ready to go. I'm gonna do the same thing with another seed because I might as well do more than one. So I'm gonna put the date on it before I fill it with water. Let's see which seed I want. I think I'll use maybe the biggest one that I have. And that is this one. I'm trying to keep the toothpicks all in like the same line so that the seed gets support from all sides while it's dangling in the cup. Okay, so that looks just like this one. So I'm going to put it in the cup. Okay, so there you have it. I'm gonna keep these inside, just on the counter. If I see the water level dropping below what I need it to be, I'll just be able to add some more water. And hopefully after a while, I will be able to see some sprouts growing from the bottom. That is where I'll see any difference first before it starts sprouting from the top. So the roots should just go down in the water and be fed by the water. And that is it. I don't know how long it's gonna take. It might take a month, it might take 2 months. But since we have a date on it, we will know exactly how long it takes when it finally gets going. And that is how we're going to sprout our avocado seeds. And that's all for this video. Until next time, grow something good. See you in the next one. For the leftover seeds, I'm just going to put them out in a bucket. Outside, I'm just gonna leave them alone. I'm actually gonna see if they'll start to sprout on their own, just with me not doing anything with them, not putting them in soil and not putting them in water, like not suspending it in water. So it's kind of an experiment just to see what they'll do on their own. And we'll see how that goes, and then we'll be able to compare all 3 different ways of trying to sprout an avocado seed.